In the beginning nothing existed. No earth, no sky, no sun, no moon, only darkness everywhere. Suddenly, from the darkness emerged a thin disk, one side yellow and the other side white. Within the disk sat a small bearded man, the Creator, the one who lives above. As if waking from a long nap, he rubbed his eyes and face with both hands. When he looked into the endless darkness, light appeared above. He looked down, and it became a sea of light. To the east he created yellow streaks of dawn. To the west, tints of many colors appeared everywhere. There were also clouds of different colors. Creator wiped his sweating face and rubbed his hands together, thrusting them downward. Behold, a shining cloud upon which sat a little girl. "Stand up and tell me where are you going," said Creator, but she did not reply. He rubbed his eyes again and offered his right hand to the girl without parents. The girl grasped his hand and asked where did he came from. "From the east, where it is now light," he replied, stepping up on her cloud. "But where is the earth?" she asked. "Where is the sky?" he asked and sang. "I am thinking, 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 what I shall create next." He sang 4 times, which was the magic number. Creator brushed his face with his hands, rubbed them together, then flung them wide open. Before them stood Sun God. Again Creator rubbed his sweaty brow, and from his hands dropped a small boy. All 4 gods sat in deep thought upon the small cloud, but the cloud was too small, so they were thinking what to create next. Then he created Tarantula, Big Dipper, Wind, Lighting Maker, and some western clouds in which there was Lightning Rumbler, which he just finished. Then the Creator was thinking to create Earth. All 4 gods shook hands. In doing so, their sweat mixed together and Creator rubbed his palms, from which fell a small round, brown ball not much larger than a bean. Creator kicked it, and it expanded. Girl without parents kicked the ball, and it enlarged more. Sun God, a small boy, took turns giving it hard kicks, and each time the ball expanded. Creator told Wind to go inside the ball and blow it up. Tarantula spun a black cord and, attaching it to the ball, crawled away fast to the east, pulling on the cord with all his strength. Tarantula repeated with a blue cord to the south, a yellow cord to the west, and a white cord to the north. With mighty pulls in each direction, the brown ball stretched to immeasurable size. It became the earth. No hills, mountains, or rivers were visible. Only smooth, treeless, brown plains appeared. Creator scratched his chest and rubbed his fingers together, and there appeared Hummingbird. Hummingbird flew over the earth, and when he returned he said that there was water in the west. But the earth kept rolling and dancing up and down, so Creator made 4 giant posts, black, blue, yellow, and white, to support the earth. Wind carried the 4 posts, placing them beneath the 4 cardinal points of the earth. The earth sat still. Then Creator began a song about the sky. None existed, but he thought there should be one. After singing about it 4 times, 28 people appeared to help make a sky above the earth. Creator chanted about making chiefs for the earth and sky. He sent Lighting Maker to encircle the world, and he returned with 3 creatures, 2 girls and a boy, found in a turtle's shell. They had no eyes, ears, hair, mouths, noses, or teeth. They had arms and legs, but no fingers or toes. Sun God sent for Fly to come and build a sweat house. Girl without parents covered it with 4 heavy clouds. In front of the east doorway she placed a soft, red cloud for a foot blanket to be used after the sweat. 4 stones were heated by the fire inside the sweat house. The 3 creatures were placed inside. The others sang Song of Healing on the outside, until it was time for the sweat to be finished. Out came the 3 strangers, who stood up on the magic red cloud blanket. Creator then shook his hands toward them, giving each one fingers, toes, mouths, eyes, ears, noses, and hair. Creator named the boy Skyboy to be chief of the Sky People. One girl he named Earth Daughter, to take care of the earth and its crops. The other girl he named Pollen Girl, and gave her charge of healthcare for all Earth people. Since the earth was flat and barren, Creator thought it would be fun to create animals, birds, trees, and a hill. He sent Pigeon to see how the world looked. 4 days later he returned and reported, "All is beautiful around the world." But 4 days from now, the water on the other side of the earth would rise and cause a mighty flood. Creator made a very tall pinon tree. A girl without parents covered the tree framework with pinon gum, creating a large, tight ball. In 4 days the flood occurred. Creator went up on a cloud, taking his 28 helpers with him. Girl without parents put the others into the large, hollow ball, closing it tight at the top. In 12 days the water receded, leaving the flood ball high on a hilltop. The rushing flood water changed these plains into mountains, hills, valleys, and rivers. Girl without parents led the gods out from the flood ball into the new earth. She took them up on her cloud, drifting upward until they met Creator with his helpers. who had completed their work making the sky during the flood time on Earth. Together, the two clouds descended to a valley below. There, Girl Without Parents gathered everyone together to listen to Creator. He would leave them. He left Lightning Rambler in charge of clouds and water. Skyboy should look after all the sky people, while her daughter would take charge of all crops and earth people. Pollen Girl should take care of their health and guide them, and Girl Without Parents would be in charge of them all. Into the clouds, Creator disappeared. The other gods followed him in other clouds of smoke, leaving the 28 workers to populate the earth. Sun God went to live east and traveled with the sun. Girl Without Parents departed west to live on the far horizon. Small Boy and Pollen Girl made cloud homes in the south. Big Dipper can still be seen in the northern sky at night, a reliable guide to all. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Bye.